Following non-stop rains for over a week, the South African government has now declared a state of emergency over severe flooding in various parts of the country. On Tuesday, the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa enabled an intensive response as disastrous floods had resulted in the death of at least about 7 people. Days after the government announced a state of disaster over the electricity crisis in the country, 7 of South Africa's 9 provinces, including the economic hub of Gauteng province, have been severely affected by incessant rains. According to a statement from the Office of the Presidency, and also the Eastern Cape have been the most affected areas by the floods, which were brought on by the heavy rainfall as a result of the La Nina weather phenomenon. And now, a national state of disaster has enabled an intense response by providing people with temporary shelters, food and blankets. Now, as per a statement by the National Police and Defence Force, the floods have resulted in wide-ranging impact from flooded homes and vehicles with the loss of basic infrastructure. Farmers expect crop and livestock losses, as the government's weather service forecasters have said that the weather pattern will remain pretty much the same during the early part of 2023. The South African president has also expressed his gratitude for the response from the non-governmental organizations and community-based structures that have rallied to the call and are assisting the government in dealing with the crisis situation. And our correspondent Calden Ongmu has been tracking this story very closely for us and has sent us this report from Johannesburg. Take a look.
In less than a week, South African government has declared another national state of disaster, this time due to floods. This comes after heavy downpours severely affecting 7 of the country's 9 provinces of late. The presidency has said this declaration will enable an intensive, coordinated response to floods affecting all the provinces. Mpumalanga and the Eastern Cape provinces have been the worst hit by floods, which were brought on by heavy rainfall as a result of the La Nina weather phenomena. The National Police and Defence Force may be called on to help respond to the flooding, which have resulted in wide-ranging impact, including loss of human lives. According to weather forecasts, disruptive heavy rains is expected in Gauteng, Limpopo and Eastern Cape provinces today. This is Calden Ongmu from Johannesburg, South Africa for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.